Dr. Kemi lawyer, Nigerian retired journalist, pharmacist, and PR specialist, May 3rd, 2025. Saturday morning, let's talk about VDM. Analyzing what happened yesterday with VDM, I want to talk to you, the VDM fan. Most of you are fake. I repeat, most of you VDM fans are fake. If you were real fans, you would have gone out there to protest at every single GTBank. Now, gather that today is Saturday, and the bank's activities is not really active today. They're usually branches where people are working inside, but it's not a banking day. You should get your ass up on Monday morning, take your placards, and go protest in front of all the GT banks in Nigeria. That's what you will do. Shouting free VDM on social media is not enough for this one. You need to go out physically and stand in front of GT banks and protest free VDM. You're not going to disrupt banking activities. You're not going to protest inside the bank. You're going to stand outside the bank. People inside the bank, seeing a large crowd outside is very intimidating. Get your word out there. Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Look at how the people came out in droves just to say, oh, we appreciate our leader. You guys can also go out in droves and surround a bank, especially that bank in Abuja, the branch where they arrested him. Because what that branch did, knowing fully well that this young man wanted to fight for his own mother, who someone took. Basically, what happened to the mother was identity theft. Somebody took her NIN number, applied for a loan, and they deducted from her account. Now, some of you are saying, why did she monitor her account? Not everybody monitors their account all the time. We go to bed. We're not monitoring accounts 24/7. She might have 4 or 5 accounts. Second thing, a lot of times these things are inside jobs. Someone in that bank took that NIN number and applied for that loan. Instead of bank to do a good, nice investigation, they now ambush VDM. The rotating door leaving the bank, they trapped him there for 5 minutes so that the EFCC can conveniently arrest him. Then they beat him up and threatened to shoot him right in front of his mother. They said that in front of his mother. Now you know why I have PTSD when trauma comes back to me. You don't know what traumatizes somebody. Not only the mother, but him. The mother can sue GTBank, EFCC, everybody. At the end of the day, we have no brains in Nigeria. And the problem of Nigeria is Nigerians themselves. Now I'm going to tell you some areas that I looked at, because I'm not a journalist anymore. I've retired and I want to rest. For the month of April, I went through a lot of trauma, from telling the story of my family and my father. So I'm still resting. I have no money. I need to get into therapy, and I'm asking everybody to donate. Today's a fundraiser I'm doing on Facebook. I'm going to come live on TikTok later. But this is what I want you guys to look at, all right? This collage, all right, shows VDM, e-money, and the Agbaje bank logo, GTBank. Segun Agbaje is the CEO. A post that VDM made and the Okoya children. Earlier this week, e-money was arrested by the EFCC for stepping on the naira, spraying dollars, all this nonsense naira and dollar abuse. I've seen people spraying everywhere, even Obi Kubana's birthday. What is this? They now arrest E-Money. E-Money too is doing like PSA for them. Don't step on the naira. Kubana Chief Priest joins. Listen, this is all bullshit. All right. VDM made this post, which was very bold. If Okoya's children no face the law, then the EFCC are after just Igbos. If they face the law, then we go believe say they want to fight. I don't know what they blocked there. Release E-Money now. E-Money was released. But go back to that Igbo thing. There's some top Yoruba people in the EFCC. Olukoyede is the head of the EFCC and others. So this itself could be defamation to the EFCC. If they go after this, they might say he defamed them by accusing them of going after Igbos. Where are the Okoya children? Why are these boys not prosecuted by the EFCC? They did the same exact thing. Is it because their father is rich? Shade Okoya and Razak Okoya's children have not faced the EFCC. So this whole thing about specifically singling out the children of the rich versus the children of the poor needs to stop in Nigeria. He had a point by saying that the Okoya children, okay, have not been prosecuted. All right. And he had a point when he said they might be after Igbos. I've told you for a long time that Igbos are a race that they just want to wipe out Nigeria with herders and militias and whatever. Now, that's one theory. This is Segun Agbaje. When I warned you about this guy is a huge cartel fraudster. I'm telling you, I'm not even putting any allegation. Okay, Segun Agbaje on run cartel in GTBank. Okay, 1 trillion naira fraud. 4 journalists not detect in the bank. You lock the journalists up. I don't know if they're out yet. It's 6 months now. They might still be in the prison. When they brought the stuff in front of you, Kiloso, you now said they wanted to blackmail you. They were asking you for money. No, they were not asking you for fucking money. You now turned around with your power. Shari power to going in Nigeria. We might crash into your heads. Nigerians, that GTBank where VDM was arrested is pictured in my thing here. It's plot 1072 JS Charka, Faskari Street, Area 3 in Abuja. You need to go in front of that branch in droves and put your posters up there. Okay? Do what you did for MTN during xenophobia, okay, and during the blockage of SIM cards. I was outside Nigeria and I was tweeting from where I am. Shore was tweeting from New York as well. Go outside MTN's office in droves. Within 5 minutes, MTN unblocked everybody's line. Tinubu government told them to block all your lines, blah, 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 blah. You do the same thing, okay? It's up to you. If you like, don't do. Some of you are going to come out and say, me, I'm ordering stuff from outside. I don't live in that country anymore. That country is a zoo, and I'm not coming there for anything. I told you in 2024, even if my family died, my parents died, well, my father has died, I'm still not coming to Nigeria, let alone going to my father's funeral for God forbid for that. Okay? Now, GCB must go down for this. Some of you are putting posters everywhere on social media, graphic arts and everything. These posters are not good enough. You need to go out in person and do peaceful protests. Okay, if you have some of you have 100,000 followers. Look at me, I have 795,000 followers on Facebook. If all my followers on Facebook, that whole 795,000 stands outside that GTBank, and I'm there as well, what do you think that place will look like? It will be bigger than a stadium. They will be intimidated and they will start doing stuff. Elosibekelo protest. Okay? This is Cartoon Lele. You need to go there. Okay? And this is the poster that Adeyanju posted. It's injustice. He has been fighting for so many people. Atiri Access Bank, Atiri Shishi Banks, now it's GT and it's his own mother. Adeyanju sent this statement out yesterday. There are 2 things now. They're saying that he may have cyber-stalked the EFCC. But he may also have cyber-stalked the bank, GTBank. The mistake that he made was he posted the fact that he was going to the bank to sort the thing out with his mom. And he posted that, somebody was using the name. There's nothing wrong in posting those things. But everyone, if you want any opportunity to know my plans, move in silence. Move in silence, VDM, when you come out. You learn from that one. Everybody learns every day. I'm very angry because if, in fact, the bank said he was cyber-stalking them, there was no cyber-stalking there. There was no cyber-stalking there. VDM, you need to... DJ and VDM, you guys need to start getting on international media, okay? You have all the contacts for everybody from Al Jazeera, CNN, everybody, BBC. This is not acceptable. These are just forms of suppressing voices in Nigeria. And when social media is gone, Facebook and Instagram and Meta stuff might be gone. They're weighing that right now because of all the regulatory fines. $300 million fine. Check me when they get it. I want to my and I want lawmakers. And now Zuckerberg might have to sell or leave. So there are 2 things now. Monday is coming, and that's D-Day. The EFCC has no excuse. They've got to tell Nigerians exactly why he was arrested. If it's this all after Igbo stuff, that could be cyber stalking in a way. But let's wait and see.